Nelson Halo, a BSHM student in Visayas State University, and I'm so excited to welcome you to this video. Today, we're going to dive into an exciting topic that I believe will be both informative and enjoyable for all of you. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Knowing the history of travel and tourism is important because it helps us understand how these industries have evolved over time. It shows us the impact of technological advancements like the invention of airplanes and the internet on making travel easier and more accessible. It also highlights the cultural exchanges that happen when people from different parts of the world visit each other, promoting understanding and peace. Lastly, it helps us appreciate the role of tourism and economics, providing jobs and income. So, studying this history can guide us in making future decisions in this sector. Travel and tourism in different eras. Romans and Greeks. The Greeks were one of the first civilizations to value leisure time, which led to the birth of tourism. They traveled for festivals, athletic competitions, and to visit famous landmarks. The Romans, on the other hand, developed a network of routes and built inns, making travel easier. Medieval period. Travel during this time was mostly for pilgrimage, trade, or war. The concept of tourism, as we know, didn't really exist, but the roots of modern tourism can be traced back to the pilgrimages. Renaissance period. This was a time of exploration. People started traveling for education and to learn about different cultures. The Grand Tour, a trip around Europe, became a rite of passage for young men of the upper classes. Industrial period. The invention of the steam engine revolutionized travel. Trains made it possible for more people to travel farther and faster. The first travel agencies like Thomas Cook were established. 19th century. With advancements in technology such as the steamship and the railway, mass tourism became a reality, seaside resorts became popular, and guidebooks started to be published. 20th century. The invention of the airplane and the car made travel even more accessible. Tourism boomed after World War II, and the concept of package holidays emerged. 21st century. The internet has transformed the way we travel. Online booking sites, review platforms, and digital maps have made travel planning easier. Sustainable tourism has also become a significant focus with an emphasis on respecting local cultures and minimizing environmental impact. History of travel and tourism in the Philippines. Pre-colonial period. Before the Spanish arrived, the Philippines already had a vibrant trade and travel culture. People from neighboring regions would visit for the trade and cultural exchange. The Spanish colonial period. In 1521 to 1898, the Spanish introduced their culture, religion, and architecture, many of which are now major tourist attractions like the Baroque churches of the Philippines and the historic city of Deccan. American colonial period in 1898 to 1946, the Americans developed the country's infrastructure, including roads and transportation, which facilitated travel. Post-independent era in 1946 to present. After World War II, the Philippines started promoting tourism to boost the economy. In 1956, the Board of Travel and the Tourist Industry was created, which later became the Department of Tourism in 1973. 21st century. The Philippines has become a popular tourist destination known for its beautiful beaches, biodiversity, and warm hospitality. The It's More Fun in the Philippines campaign, launched in 2012, is significantly boosted the country's tourism industry. Spanish period. During this time, the travel was primarily for trade and religious purposes. The Spanish established Manila as a key trading post, attracting merchants from around the world. American period. The Americans introduced the English language and Western education system, which made the Philippines more accessible to international tourists. They also developed infrastructure, including roads and parks, which facilitated travel. 1952, the Philippine Tourists and Travel Association was established, marking the beginning of the organized efforts to promote tourism. 1956, the Board of Travel and Tourism Industry was created by the government to handle tourism matters. 1974, the Department of Tourism was established, reflecting the government's recognitions of tourism as an important sector of the economy. 1989, the Tourism Act of 1989 was enacted, providing more support and resources for the development of the tourism industry. 1990s, the Philippines started to promote itself as a major destination for beach holidays, cultural experiences, the historical exploration. The slogan "More Fun in the Philippines" was introduced. 2000, the rise of budget airlines and online travel agencies made travel more affordable and accessible, leading to significant increase in both domestic and international tourism. 2010, the government launched the National Tourism Development Plan, aiming to make the tourism sector a driving force for economic growth. 2011 to 2021, despite challenges like natural disasters and the COVID-19 pandemic, the Philippines continued to enhance its tourism industry. Efforts were made to promote sustainable tourism, and digital innovation was embraced to adapt to the changing travel landscapes. The history of travel and tourism is not just about the past. It's a vital tool for understanding and improving the present industry. It helps us appreciate the journey of tourism, learn from past experiences, and shape a more sustainable and inclusive future for travel. The history of travel and tourism has greatly shaped today's industry. It has shown us the power of innovation, from transportation advancements to digital technology. In making travel more accessible, it also underscores the importance of sustainable practices to preserve our world for future generations. Ultimately, understanding our past guides us in creating a more inclusive and responsible and resilient tourism industry.